Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the North Carolina Central versus Longwood college basketball matchup on Wednesday, December 20th, 2023. Of course, at Pick Dawgz, we do tons of free picks every day, and if you're looking for the games we like the best, those are the ones we put under the Premium Picks tab. Use that discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text that number that you see on the screen. Not available on the website, got to text that number. But let's get to this one. North Carolina Central taking on Longwood, and NC Central 6-7 coming in, while Longwood 12-1. Lost their opener of the season, have now reeled off 12 consecutive wins. Several of those games were unlined games, and it's been a fairly soft schedule, but still, nonetheless, for a team like Longwood to reel off 12 consecutive wins, we're not going to take anything away from that at all, that's for sure. If we look at, who the recent wins have been against, VMI, Milwaukee, Delaware State, Morgan State. Most of these games, they have been big favorites. Bethune-Cookman, Lamar, and a win already over this same North Carolina Central team, 73-66, but they did not cover the spread in that game. Meanwhile, when we look at North Carolina Central and their 6-7 record, losses against Radford, Virginia, South Carolina Upstate, Citadel. So they've definitely played the much tougher schedule in this one, and including that loss to Longwood that we just mentioned earlier this season. I think when we see teams like North Carolina Central and Longwood, we don't think too much of them, but generally these guys play in these one bid conferences, and you never know. Someone's got to make it out of there, so certainly things to keep in for our reference. And actually, North Carolina Central plays in a lot of those Mondays and Friday games where there's light schedules, so we cover those pretty extensively here at Pick Dawgz. Meanwhile, when we look at Longwood's offense, shooting 47.5% from the floor, that is outstanding. And North Carolina Central's defense, certainly not bad, allowing teams to shoot just 41.8% against them. Also, they defend the perimeter extremely well, 45th best in the nation, at least statistically. I mean, I think when you look at, when you look at rankings and statistics, it doesn't mean that, they're better at it than, a team that's ranked lower than them who's, what if it's like Carolina or something? I mean, I don't know where Carolina ranks off the top of my head, but a team like that, just because they played a tougher schedule, doesn't mean that, North Carolina Central ranks up with them. It does mean that they do know what they're doing. Meanwhile, when it comes to defense, that's where Longwood really does get it done. Teams shoot just 39.1% against them from the floor. And I think in this, we saw Longwood get the best of it the first time around, but did not cover the spread. I think this time they cover. I'm going to take Longwood, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they'll tell you how often historically each of the bets on the board today actually hit, putting you on the most favorable bets on the board today.